your experience, how are customers looking at it? Are they also looking at holistically, or are they looking at things still in a bit of a on-point sort of a way?
So it varies by customer segment, right? If you look at large organizations, you would actually see a lot of point solutions today, and that's because of the legacy they've carried, right? So when you look at data governance as a solution, they would actually have some legacy solutions there, and they really need to modernize there. Right? When you look at the differentiated segments where they are niche in that area, right? Small-time customers, they are actually adopting the full stack, right? And then driving that whole security transformation. Even large enterprises are looking at that option, but in some cases they do have some of the point solutions to drive an outcome as well.
Interesting. So it wouldn't be wrong to say that in an optimal world, you sort of look at things in a bit of a, or rather you don't look at things in a one size fits all manner, but you really build a posture around your specific area.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
And then again, it really depends how the CISOs in the organization are looking at a holistic security as an offering within their organization, right? And generally, having too many point solutions derails their adoption approach as well. And at Microsoft, we believe that we've got a suite here which can cater to almost 90% of the needs of all the major organizations. And because it is consistent across in terms of deployment, in terms of integration across the product stack, you actually save a lot of cost when you go into the deployment paradigm. Right? So the adoption actually becomes much quicker, much faster.
Yes. Okay. Along with benefits on the cost.
Yes, along with the cost benefits.
Fabulous. I think that's a good takeaway for CISO or a CIO managing security as well. And,
I mean, you look at it, right? A CISO actually has got two imperatives. One is drive as much security as he can or she can, the organization, with minimum cost, right? So that point solution doesn't help them.
Correct. And this cost conversation, I mean, it's an imperative, no doubt about it. But, one thing that does sort of baffle me is, given the kind of threat that security poses, both from a reputational as well as from a financial perspective, I do find it a bit baffling that adoption of security is or the right security practices of technology seems to be, or maybe I'm wrong there, but it seems to be lagging as compared to where it should be in the current context.
So very valid again, right? So the real reason, if you look at it, why security takes time, right? A lot of these organizations, from a technology perspective, we understand how quickly we can actually do that. A lot of these organizations need to think about a change management aspect here, right? When you move applications or when you migrate or modernize applications, security is a horizontal play here, cuts across all your layers. And having a change engine in the organization is critical. You can actually really quickly migrate and modernize an application, but to get it approved with regulation, to get it approved from business stakeholders, making sure that the people in the organization are comfortable with that change as you move and migrate with a security layer, that takes time.
Correct.
That takes time. And I think there's a little bit of a unlearning which the organizations have to do, and then a little bit of a partner play here to go and coach the customer in terms of how they can actually drive security with modernization and migration conversation.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.